This video is going to be covering the Alere BinaxNOW influenza test. This is a rapid test for influenza that will detect both flu A and flu B. So in this kit, we have sterile swabs so that we can get a nasopharyngeal sample. What we're going to be looking for here are the actual antigens on the virus for flu A and for flu B. And we're going to be performing this test in a cartridge. It comes in a pouch, and the cartridge is an immunoassay. So you can see that there's a space to put the sample. The sample is going to travel across the immobilized antibodies in the test, and then it is going to show us both a control line and a line if flu A virus is present in the patient sample, or a line if flu B virus is present in the patient sample. So the first thing we need is a nasopharyngeal swab. And so this would come to the lab with patient sample already on it. We're going to place the swab into this vial, and the vial has liquid in it that is going to act as a buffer. It is going to get the antibody off of the swab, and we do want to roll the swab against the side to make sure we get all of the sample into the liquid. And we're going to mix the vial. Okay. That is the sample preparation. After sample preparation, we need to perform the actual test. This kit also comes with tiny little transfer pipettes, and we want to put only this specific amount of sample into the test using the pipette, and so that we don't overfill the testing card, there is what's called an overflow chamber to the side here, and then there's the bulb at the top that you're going to squeeze. So if you squeeze the bulb and place it in the patient sample, it will suck up the proper amount of sample, and if any extra enters the pipette, it goes into the overflow chamber to the side, so that we're only adding exactly the proper amount of sample to the card. So on the card, it also has a picture. It says, place your sample here using the pipette, so it's pretty easy. And you then remove the adhesive tape covering, close the card, and you can label it with the patient's name and information. And you can see already that the sample is traveling by laminar flow or capillary action down the card, and it's coming into contact with antibodies that are immobilized on the card. And if any antigens from either flu A or flu B are present in the patient sample, we will start to see a line developing. Now, this test does take 15 minutes. You cannot read your results until 15 minutes later. So rather than make you guys wait 15 minutes, I've already pre-performed a sample on myself. And you can see in my sample that there is a control line, but there is no line for flu A, no line for flu B, so I do not have either flu virus in my nasopharyngeal area. Please watch the video that explains the principle behind the flu A and B card procedure.